Is phonics really worth all the hype, or is it another parenting trend? Have you ever noticed this? Some children can read simple sentences by the age of 5, while others struggle to read their textbooks even at the age of 10. In a class of 20 students, at least 3 to 4 students may find it difficult to read unfamiliar words. What could be the possible reasons? Do you remember the little boy from the movie Tare Zameen Par? Why did he struggle initially while he thrived in a different environment? Was it just the sake of story and climax, or is there a real technique for learning? In this video, we will understand the science behind reading, and I will also give you a simple cheat sheet to help your child. Hi, I'm Asha. I have been working with young children to help them develop strong reading skills that typically starts as early as 3 years. Today, we will understand the much popular memorization method and the phonics-based approach. Remember this, it is not a debate between the two approaches, but it is just to show you that the blend of these two techniques is the needed learning system for a better reading skills. Learning a language typically has 4 skills. One is to listen and understand. Next, you speak to communicate. Third, you read to gain knowledge. And fourth is you write to express your ideas. The foundation of listening, speaking, reading and writing is the highest till the age of 6 years. This is exactly why the phonics method starts in a kindergarten phases. Basic psychology of a brain is until a child listens to the sound, they cannot reproduce it. This is also the reason behind the influence of the sound of mother tongue in your spoken languages. Children have the highest ability to absorb sound to build their language up to the age of 6 years. This is called the sensitive period for language development. That's why young children, when moved to different state or country, easily pick up the new languages, while the adult and the teenagers find it a bit harder. Children learn the language spoken at home naturally. No one has to teach them word by word. Now, what is phonics? How is this connected to their language development? Now, try to understand this. Braille uses the pattern of raised dots to represent letters and numbers. Your Morse code uses dots and dashes to form words. Similarly, phonics teaches letter sounds and combination of letters giving us different sound can blend to form words. The alternative approach of by-hearting the spelling of a whole word, then your child should know many words before they actually start reading a simple sentence. Then they may not be able to read the new or unfamiliar word. This is not wrong, but it may result in a delayed reading and a delayed knowledge gain. In contrast, phonics helps children understand how sounds are formed and how the letter combination works, along with few simple rules. This enables them to read unfamiliar words independently. With a little support and the natural curiosity to learn, they will understand the meaning of the sentences and the context much better. This approach supports effective and confident reading development. For example, you have the C-A-T, cat. With the same sound and you have an E at the end, it's called a magic E. So, the phonic sound takes the name of the letter. So, it becomes Kate. Now, A and R together as a combined sound, it gives you R. So, your car becomes car instead of car. Pronunciation also becomes better because they learn the sound with the movement of mouth and the position of their tongue, not just by listening. They understand the signs of the sounds as well. Why do some children still struggle? Many children are taught to memorize the whole word. instead of understanding the sounds and joining them. Now, this again leads to guessing the word instead of reading. So, they would say Noodles, but they will say it as Maggie. The difficulty in reading new words and unfamiliar words gradually makes them lose confidence and they will become reluctant about reading. Is phonics alone enough for a reading skill development? No. Phonics alone is definitely not enough for reading. Some English words do not follow phonic rules or the phonic sounds, and even when they do, a child may not always be ready to apply those rules. In such cases, memorization method can be very helpful. These are often classified as sight words, the words that do not follow phonic rules, and the high frequency words, the words that comes too many times in a context, like is, was, though, and. Now, a balanced approach that combines phonics and memorization works the best for any child. Another important skill to notice in children is comprehension, which means understanding the word, what they are reading or listening. Now, comprehension develops through vocabulary building. The number of words a child can understand, and they should also know how to use it. Sometimes children blindly repeat the words even without fully understanding the meaning. This is a natural part of learning, but it is important to help them learn the meaning of most of the words they come across. It is also important for you to understand few differences. The reading is saying the word correctly, while comprehension is understanding its meaning. These are two different but equally important skills. How can parents help? Here are simple ways to include phonics in your daily routine. Read daily. Read aloud to your child regularly. You don't need to explain everything that is in the book, but you just expose them to the language. Put it as an audio file. Let them listen it on the speakers. Use English in your daily conversation. Repeat those phrases you read in your daily life. If a story is about brushing and has a phrase up and down all around, just say it out for your child while brushing. Number 3, rhymes and songs. Children learn sounds and language faster through rhymes and songs because of the rhythm and the repetition. Make learning fun. Be silly sometimes. It's absolutely okay. Stretch the sound, sing the sounds. Learning doesn't have to fit the box. Just do what you and your child enjoys together. Now, number 5, build the vocabulary. So use storybooks, picture dictionaries, flashcards, fairy tales, Panchatantra, and any book that your child and you find it interesting. Encourage easy learning. If your child struggles to read, choose a book slightly below their level. Let them enjoy reading first. When confidence builds, retention of words and fluency builds automatically. The final takeaway, if your child struggles to read, it's not about intelligence. It could be just about the method. A right phonics and a memorization approach, a regular practice, a language-rich environment, and every child can learn confidently. Phonics is not a magic wand, but it's one of those many tools that builds the foundation for reading, and it has been used for many decades. So the next time you see your child struggling with learning, you will know exactly where the gap is and what to do next. So yes, all good things takes time, and your patience and encouragement works wonders for your children. Now, most school curriculum focus on building this strong foundation step by step, because reading is not just a skill, it's a gateway to knowledge, imagination, and a lifelong learning. If you found this video helpful, do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on your child's learning journey. Thank you.